Awesome. Okay, well, everybody, thank you so much for getting on. And I promised you I would be in my robe, and I'm in my robe. In my robe, scary looking, but hey, I love this. Well, we were on a leadership call this last week and or week before with Amy Getz, and she was walking through some ways to get a new distributor started. And Sarah had reached out to me and she said, I would love for us to do this with all our leaders. So I love it when you guys push me out of my box. So challenge accepted.
Good job.
Yeah. So I'm going to go through shareyourmission.net, and I'm just going to kind of show you guys. I want to make sure that, okay, it has never not let me do this before. Share screen. Okie dokie. Are y'all seeing the image?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, and I know we've all talked about this website, and I'm going to be honest, I really like shareyourmission.net better than I even do Mission Driven Model. Shareyourmission.net, it's Julie Herbst. And I just like the feel of it. I love everything. I just feel like I can find things on it better. And it could just be because this is the one I spend most of my time on. But what I want to talk about tonight is, how many of you raise your hand if you feel incredibly comfortable getting a new rep started? Okay, I'm not really seeing very many, but I can't see everybody. But what I want to make sure is I want to take the mystery away. I want to make it to where you feel like, okay, I know exactly what to do. What I'm doing right now tonight, you can do. You can do for free. You can join Zoom for free. And so you can do this with your new rep. I can do it with you for your first couple ones to get you going. But just click here to get started. And Julie has added all of these hyperlinks. Many of you may have already been on here, but I want to kind of go through, because here's a checklist. You can literally go through, you can do this in 30 to 40 minutes, with them in front of their computer. They can go on to their virtual office. I will click to this, but that'll take me to mine. But you can literally go on their virtual office, keep going, get it set up, and you can go to their Juice Plus website if you need to. I personally don't think you need to take the time. You can, make sure they know where it is if they want to do it. That's pretty easy for them to do themselves. They can go to Juice Plus promotions. And of course, they get free shipping on their first order. But I will tell you at this point, I think when a lot of us got started, we all had to, buy CDs, DVDs, all that. We just don't have to do that anymore, because of the ability to just text all these wonderful links that we have. But you can take them there to Juice Plus Promotions. That link will take you right there. And this is where we want to focus with them. Get them signed up on Voxer. And then once you get them signed up to Voxer, get them on our team Facebook group. Many of you have your own Facebook groups, your customer face group. Then try to get them on a call with me. And so many of you guys are doing so good with this right now. But I really do want to do a call with them just to meet them. I don't have to do this getting started call with them, but I do want to meet them. I want them to be able to see and know, what this business can do if they want them. And I want them to hear our passion of why, I'm doing what I'm doing. And then something as simple as giving them the contacts. But this is what I want to make sure that you guys are seeing. To get moving, attend local events. Raise your hand if you've got somebody outside of your 20-mile radius that you have doing this business. Okay. All of you do. So what do? Click on local events. How cool is that? Everyone from Alabama all the way to Wisconsin. And it's either the links to them or Facebook pages. And this way, like I know we just signed up somebody on Jamie's team in Michigan. So, I mean, I was able to go right on here and say, oh, yeah, there you go. That's her website and that's her Facebook page. Same way with Tracy. We just signed up somebody in Dallas. Lisa, somebody in New York. So that's a great way to be able to find out. And then whatever you do, talk to them about conference. If that's something you're not comfortable talking to, get me on the phone with them. But you click on conference and it's telling them why you should go, how to register, and it's going to give them highlights. And keep going. And then, go to you start using Voxer, set up a chat with them, get the date of when they started, do the Voxer chat of, like the one we have going right now with Tracy. Her girl just finished her HLP, so now we changed the date to Ashton 2, and we put her date of when her 2000 plus is. And make sure you're doing conversation on there. And the goal is, I heard Julie Herbst do a training recently. She said, if we tell them you can do it in 72 hours, they'll try to do it in 72 hours. If we tell them 30 days, they'll take 30 days. But I love this on the side. It's got the three households of trios, and then it's got 5 names here that they can list, and maybe the people that they're going to want to talk to. It's going to be their closest sphere of influence. And this post, many of you may have already seen this, but post on social media. How many of you have done social media wrong? Okay, I love this. What does it look like to live the mission of inspiring healthy living? There's a video, and they're posting about their Juice Plus experience, posting about healthy living. They're not saying Juice Plus, they're saying this, hashtag this is easy, hashtag one simple change, post about healthy living, you gotta love the kids. Sarah had Hannah do a post with her yesterday, and she got an order. I was going to say use your kids. It sounds really, really bad, but do your life of whatever you're doing life with. Look at the kids, watching the seedlings grow, post about exercise, all of these different things. So, walk through and help them know how to post on Facebook, because they're not going to know. If we all did it wrong for so long, they're definitely going to do it wrong. And then, help them plan events on their own, whether it be Zoom, Facebook, or in person. And then I just kind of want to walk you through, not that y'all can't do this, but I know Julie has really changed this website up a lot recently. And I just want to make sure you guys are aware. We can all have these massive tools, but if we don't, not really knowing how to operate them, then we're losing out. So I want to start with share your journey. And, have you ever had people that say, I don't know who to talk to? You can click on this who. Now, I don't really use this. This isn't something that I use, but some people need this. They need to know to talk to their pet groomer. Or, Tracy's got her pet groomer on Juice Plus, who sold me my appliances or whatever. But that is something for people that, for me, I say Facebook is your memory jogger. Your cell phone is your memory jogger. But some people need to know that. And then I love, if under share your journey, if you click on the share tab, it's a coming. It's been slow all day on this one particular one. When people, are trying to figure out how to share their journey, this is such great questions. What was your normal life before? Tell me more about that. And that's something I'm more than happy to do a call with them, or we can do a Voxer chat and ask them these questions and keep asking them. If you were at the Blue Ridge boot camp, you heard Leanne Gordon do a great job with this. And then share one-liners. I can't believe I grew this salad myself. I have more energy than I've had in years. For me, I can say I had chronic sinus infections all of my life. And then you can look at all of these great stories here. You can, look at the Herbs, look at all these different people. this little sweet family here, you know, about this girl who has cerebral palsy and always suffered from severe constipation. I mean, there are so many great stories that people can go back and look. I am a visual learner, so if I can see things like that, it helps me learn. And then I want to make sure that, how many of you have ever looked for the video of Dr. Du Bois when he talks about, there's one he does on Complete that I can seem like I can never find. I will show you where you can find it. Go into the product videos, and you know, she has changed these. I mean, I've been on here before, but she's added so many more tabs. I mean, there's one now for ADHD. Of course, the heart health with Dr. Tamara Sachs. There's so many. Pregnancy. I've talked to several of you lately that are talking to people that are pregnant. And there are so many different tabs. So I just want to make sure that you guys know it. But more importantly, I want to make sure, I mean, to me, I mean, I'm looking at so many of your different faces. Y'all have been doing this with me for a pretty good while, if not, you know, at least a year or two. And is this not the simplest it's ever been? I mean, she has done so much work for us. And Connect Call. You know, this is, you know, some of you may even become uncomfortable inviting people to a call. But, you know, I'd like for you to meet my friend Julie. Yours would be my friend Melissa, or my friend Sarah, Lisa, Trish, whoever. And, you know, just work those. And this is what, if you notice, anytime I'm going to do a call with you guys, I always want you to tell me a little bit about the person we're going to be doing the call with. And this is all of the things for you to know to do, to set up the Voxer chat. We've talked about that. But this is such a great thing. And you don't have to go through all the details with your new distributor, but I want to make sure that you guys know that these things are here. And then I want to make sure that this Know Your Customer, this questionnaire, and I know how many of you, be very honest, go through this questionnaire when you get a new customer?
I do now.
Well, I'm telling you, Sarah and I learned a really great lesson, but we learned a great lesson in a great way. Before, I mean, we were doing a welcome call with a brand new distributor. She was a raving, well, she is a raving fan now, but I asked her, I said, so what made you say yes to sharing Juice Plus? She said, well, I couldn't really tell we were having any benefits until I did the second month of the Children's Health Study Survey. And I said, well, tell me more. She said, oh my gosh, as I started doing that survey, she said, I thought, we don't have that. My son's not using his inhaler anymore. And this and that she went through. And then this is the powerful statement that she made. And I thought, okay. She said, I mean, I have to share this with everybody that I know and love, and anybody that I'm going to soon know and love. And she said, how could I not share it? And I thought, oh my gosh. But literally, you know, and I even told her, had she not done that survey, she would not be tying all of those benefits together. So if every single one of us, I mean, why are you making the decision to take Juice Plus, and what are your expectations? And I will tell you, I have definitely amped up doing this. So now, you know, I don't know if you're like me, I can't get a lot of people live when I'm trying to when I'm trying to find out. But now I'm at least able to text. So, you know, how's Maggie doing? How are swim classes going? You know, and all of that. And is she still feeling better? Is she still this? And we've got to take really good notes on, you know, what our customers are saying. And what would you like to see improve in your health? You know, we say all the time, the reason we're not in Target or the reason we're not in Walmart is because, you know, no one ever calls you when you go to Walgreens and buys the vitamins to say, how are you doing, Betsy? Are those vitamins working for you? No. When they pay $75 a month, they get us. So I want us to let them know they really do matter. What would you like to see improve in your health? The thing I hear so much is I want to feel better. I want to have more energy. And so if I can't get them live, then I'm able to say, Oh, okay. So how's the energy going? Are you doing better? Um, hey, and Jamie, did they try just going to zoom.com and then putting in my Zoom number? They did? I don't know why they can't get on. Esther was on her iPad. Okay, and then, so we go through, we want to find out about our customer, and then we want to engage our customer. And that is, there are so many of you that need to teach this part of this training because y'all are way better at this than I am. This is not my strength. I'm going to be very, very honest. But I know, like, so many of you, and I hate to call out because I know, but I'm telling you, some of you guys are nailing this, taking handwritten notes to your customers, sending the kids of your customers, where they can do the stickies. I am celebrating you. I'm telling you, this is a weakness of mine right now. This is not my strength yet. So this is one of the things I am working on. But I just want to celebrate those of you that I know are doing an awesome job. So what do we do to create raving fans? You look at, so many of you have these people in your life that are saying things like, oh my gosh, I'm loving my Juice Plus. Or they'll put a picture of their child taking Juice Plus. Look, first Juice Plus complete experience, vanilla, complete almond milk, triple berry, blah, blah, blah. And the child's putting up the one finger for one simple change. I love that. And, if you start, took Russ to the doctor, down 12 pounds. His doctor was so excited. Those are the people that say, you want to say to them, you know what, I have no idea if this is a fit for you, but I would love for you to talk to my friend Melissa. I would love for you to find out more about what I'm doing. And because you've had such a great experience, I know you're thinking about family and friends that you want to be able to talk to. And then another survey. And I will tell you, these surveys work. Some of you have been with us long enough to know when we used to do the fitness effect, and it even had a different name, but that's when people would say, wait, you know what? I am drinking more water. I think my kids are even drinking more water. And, all of the different things that people may not tie, the benefits we were having, I was not tying them all together until I heard a CD. And so I want to make sure we're doing a good job doing this. And you may be saying, but what if I can't get a hold of my customer? I get that. I'm struggling with that as well. In fact, I'm going to tell you, I had a lady that I could only get her to text me. I couldn't even get her to email me back. And she said, I don't want complete anymore, but I still want to stay on my Juice Plus. And I said, okay, that's great. Well, distributor support would not take complete. They would not take just the complete off her order. So I told her, I said, and she was a lead. So I didn't know her. I had zero relationship with her. So I said, okay, well, and I kept trying to text her, and she would not respond. So her order had to cancel. There was nothing I could do because I'm not going to send her complete and then her get upset. So, continual text, I email, I call, nothing. So we're at Blue Ridge Boot Camp. I get an email from her. One of the many emails I sent, she finally responded and said, I'm about to run out of Juice Plus. I'm about to panic. And so through email, I said, okay, I'm going to be in the car tomorrow. I'm not going to have good signal. So anyway, through a course of back and forth, we finally made connection. Do you know why she wasn't responding? Her husband has colon cancer. I was just floored. And so I just asked her, I said, Shannon, have I ever been, because I couldn't remember ever talking to her live. And I just said, have you ever been able to hear my story? Well, literally, I feel like I have a new best friend. And, I researched around her. We talked on Monday. I found out on Tuesday, Dr. Du Bois was going to be near her in Snellville on Thursday. Anita happened to be going. She joined my team because what I said was, look, she has two twin girls, or two girls, 12 years old. They're not twins. One she adopted. Her son, literally, y'all aren't going to believe this. Her 21-year-old son just killed himself 14 months ago.
Oh, yeah.
And so all of this is going on, and I'm thinking, why can't I get this lady to call me back? Why can't I get her? So I said to her, I said, look, I know you don't have, the last thing you need is something else to do on your plate. And after I shared my story with her, I said, but I just can't in good conscience not just tell you about, if you want to share with your family and friends. And she said, Melissa, how could I not? And I mean, literally, there's no way I would have normally ever said, do you want to do this with me? And I mean, she's about to complete her HLP. And so it's just, I just want to encourage you, for the people that you can't get a hold of. Sometimes it's not. And she even said, I apologize. I see how much you've been trying to get a hold of me. And she said, and what I want you to know is that is not like me. And she said, normally I'm really, really good to respond. She said, so I just want you to know. So, but just keep trying your very best to get a hold of these people, and keep trying to, whatever it is, if it's texting them the image of your Juice Plus is about to ship, emailing, phone, send out smoke signals, whatever it is you've got to do. So that's when you do that survey with them. If you can get a hold of them, you can email it to them. That's typically what will work the best for me. And then, like I did, invite them to share on, look, you're having a great experience on Juice Plus. In fact, this lady, Shannon, I asked her, I said, how did you originally hear about Juice Plus? She said, my fertility specialist 21 years ago in Atlanta told me to get on Juice Plus. So, yeah, which I thought was so cool. I'm like, yeah, I want to find out who your doctor was.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we want to, just invite them. And then there's, you click on the business videos, and, I just want to make sure, all these are here. Like, if you click on the success stories, of different people, there's Chris and Casey Sloss, there's, Lauren Slocum. So there's just so many things that you can send to people, or if people that are athletes building their virtual franchise. And then, a lot of people love that, just who is the Juice Plus company, the history of Juice Plus. Mike and I did a call with somebody we're wanting to join Brittany's team. He just wanted to know from another man about the company. So these are great videos that we were able to send to him. And then, okay, we're going to be off in just a few minutes. Okay. And then as far as, guiding a team member, I'm going to tell you on this next part, I want you to use your own judgment. I always send somebody to the points chart and let them know about healthy living plan and what that looks like, the 2000 plus. I want us to try to get to where we are, if they want to, that we have the confidence, because, whatever we believe, we're going to put on them. But let them know this is a healthy living plan, that we're going to do your 2000 plus, and then we're just going to help you qualify. And some people, that is all they want to do. But I'm telling you, I've heard more people, and I've had a lot of you say that you wanted to be on Wendy Campbell's call this month, the welcome call. I have heard probably 20 different people that were on that welcome call that only wanted to pay for their Juice Plus. When they got off that Zoom call with Wendy Campbell, they now want a fast track to sales coordinator, because she has such a way of not only transferring vision, but showing them the moral, ethical obligation. But, so all of this, but not only this, how many of you, I can't tell you how many times I'm at Publix or I'm whatever, and I'm needing to know, somebody's texting me, so-and-so just got, this order. Well, I'm not a math genius like many of you on here. So this literally is in my phone. It's saved in my pictures. It's saved in my notes. So I'm pulling this up, doing my calculator and figuring this out. But this is such a great tool for you to show your new distributors. So, but the part I want to use your discrepancy on is the fast track to sales coordinator videos. I happen to like it, but it's not long. But I do know that for some people, this might overwhelm them. So, I hate to say use your own judgment, but really and truly, I don't know what I would have thought had I seen this at the beginning. It would have overwhelmed me. I don't know. but I don't think that chart would have overwhelmed me. And I do love the stair steps. It's just because I do have people. There was somebody on the call this last week. She's needing to make $1,000 a month. Not now, but she was kind of, what does that look like? And I said, you need to have about 3 qualifiers, 3 or more qualifiers. And that's kind of what your paycheck is going to look like. So for some people, this just helps build vision for them. They like seeing, oh, okay, so I'm going to get bib money when I get to senior sales coordinator. I'm going to start getting all these other things. So that's just another thing to help plant vision, but not leave them there too long. And then, of course, daily method of operation. I would say this is great for every single one of us to do, just print this off, keep it with us, and keep records on it. So anyway, I just wanted to make sure you guys knew all of this. And I hope you're looking on product tools as well. There's so many things like, if you're wanting the gluten-free, the form that shows that we're gluten-free, it's on here. There's so many tools that are on here. Or if you want to see the picture of the published clinical research, it's on your Juice Plus website as well, but it's also here. So, okay. So with all of that said, okay, unmute yourself if you have questions. And you can unmute yourself unless you have a ton of background noise. Welcome, Brittany. Okay. Don't everybody speak it first all at once.
Well, that was great. There was stuff on there I had no idea.
Good. And literally when, I don't know, it was probably last December, I told Amy, I said, I'm going to date shareyourmission.net. We're going to spend a lot of time together. And literally, I probably spent 3 hours. We were in Arizona, and I just kept looking at everything. But she changes it. She keeps that so up to date, and she changes things. So even if you've used it a lot, she's made so many even more improvements. Like even the hyperlinks, those have not always been on there. So I just feel like she's done a great job to take away all the mystery. And with Zoom, and I will tell you another thing I'm challenging myself. I am going to figure out, and I'm going to do a Zoom One Simple Change party. Who would invite for that? Okay, I'm going to do it. Yep, y'all keep me accountable.
Do it.
If anybody wants to beat me to it, it won't hurt my feelings, but I am going to do it. But literally, think how many people you have. I just think our team is growing so geographically until, like right now, we've got probably 4 or 5 people trying to do 2,000 pluses, and there's not one of them in the same state. There's at least 5. And so, they feel hampered. We can do 3-way calls all day long. We can try to connect them. But to me, y'all, tell me if you think I'm right. I just feel like that is the next best thing that we can do, that we're right there with them. We're doing it, and we can do one big massive. We can, do one specifically geared for them. But I'm going to do one, and you guys can be my guinea pigs. And we can just do it, and just work out the kinks. And so do y'all agree? Do y'all think that sounds like a great thing to do?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Well, I love that. Okay. Anybody have any questions? No? Do y'all know that I'm like leaning in the bed? Like I think Jamie's asleep.
I'm a pumpkin.
I am D for done.
Thank you, Melissa.
Well, thanks for pushing me out of my little comfort zone and for doing it. And, this is something, do y'all feel comfortable like you could do this with your own new people starting up?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Good. Well, it's really simple. And literally it's no problem at all. I'm going to stop the recording since we've kind of